Hello and a very warm welcome. Another rant participating on the channel. Over to you, Nicholas Latifi. This one could be explosive, and rightfully so. This guy is absolutely conning that Williams drive. He should have never been in Formula One in the first place. He's been here 3 years. I've had enough of this guy. He should be put out of his misery. Sack him now, Williams, is my message. He's conning the seat, conning it. I mean, his claim to fame, what is it in Formula One? 1 points finish at Hungary. People will say Spa. I don't count that as a race. It was basically follow the safety car. 1 points finish. It will go down as 2 points finishes in 55, but realistically, it's 1 points finish in 55 starts. Absolute joke. This guy is a fraud. A fraud of an F1 driver. Honestly, he's up there with UJE. In that bracket, Ricardo Rossi, Bedoya, terrible. Absolutely terrible. This guy is awful. He's one of the worst drivers of the generation at the minute. He's so bad. Even Maldonado's got more pedigree than this guy. This guy's conning a seat now. And Williams will go down as a historic team, but they're acting like a banter team. Put the guy out of his misery. I kind of feel sorry for him because it's clear he's out of his depth. You've got John, you've got Nicole, you've got Norbert, you've got Sebastian. They all know he should be gone. And you're clinging on to him. Why? His claim to fame is 1 points finish at Hungary, where he finished 7th. Apart from that, it's been a disaster. Because he brings a pound note, he gets a seat. Nick de Vries beat him in the championship in F2, and they went for Latifi. Why did they go for Latifi? Because of money. Lavazza. Fuck that, man. Honestly, results-based business. De Vries has done more in 53 laps than Latifi's done in basically 3 years. It's a joke. People will say he's a nice guy. Oh, I'm going to lose it. Put the nice guy to one side. Look at Daniel Ricciardo. Shite. Sacked. McLaren made the right call. Now Williams should be making that call. But they're not. They're clinging on. Why? You've got a 3-week break now. Make the decision. De Vries in the car with Albon. Simple. And you may score a couple more points. And the future could look bright. But no, you're clinging on to a Canadian shithouse who's nowhere near good enough at this level. You've got to be brutal. And you've got to say it how he sees it. Latifi's claim to fame is 1 points finish at Hungary and deciding the title in 2021 at Abu Dhabi. This guy's nowhere near F1 level. Even his junior formula. I didn't realise how bad it was till I've just looked. There's no titles in junior formula. He's bought his way to Formula 1 basically. He needs to go, and he needs to go now. I'm sick and tired of him. He's got to go. Lance Stroll is labelled as a pay driver, but at least he's shown something. Latifi's shown nothing. He was pummeled by Russell, and now he's getting pummeled by Alex Albon. Alex Albon, who's been out for a year, by the way, and he's still got him on a lump of string. And then to top it all off, De Vries, he's been in Aston Martin in FP1. Then he comes to Williams, and he's battered him in quali and the race. It's embarrassing. And I kind of feel sorry for him now because he should be put out of his misery. The guy's a joke. He's a fraud. Not good enough. Nowhere near good enough. I'm sick and tired of him. Nicholas Latifi. And he keeps getting race after race. Why? How does he warrant another race? 16 rounds this season. No points. Do I need to say any more? The time has come to put Latifi out of his misery. I say it time and time again. If he was a horse, he would have been put down. It's nothing personal against Nicholas Latifi. He's not good enough at this level, and he should take up another sport because he's not a very good driver. One of the worst I can recall. Like, you go back in history, you've got the likes of what was that Japanese guy called? Taki Inui, UJE, Bedoya. Latifi is in this category. He's awful. Like, I see no positives. I see no positives. And you've got the bullshit excuses. The Williams car can't follow. He's just making excuse after excuse because he's basically getting embarrassed week in, week out. It's public humiliation for the Canadian. Honestly, if I was Canadian, I'd want to be deported with Stroll and Latifi representing my country. Absolute embarrassment. Yeah. Comment down below your thoughts. Have I gone too off? I don't want to see any nice guy in the comments. Cut the bullshit. Give a straight, honest opinion. This guy has been in the sport 3 years now. I've had enough. I've absolutely had enough. And I don't care who you are. You don't perform, you're getting called out. Whether you're Seb, you're Lewis, you're Alonso, you're Ocon, Gasly, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Magnussen, whoever you are. I don't really care. I give an honest, straightforward opinion. And my opinion is Latifi, his claim to fame is a pound note, 1 points finish at Hungary, getting points finish behind the safety car at Spa, and then Abu Dhabi is his claim to fame. That's probably his best known moment in Formula One. People will probably think Latifi's never scored points, where he actually has. Yeah, one good race in Hungary out of 55 starts. It's embarrassing. Of course, it's a poor car, but Albon scoring points. De Vries is scoring points on debut. Russell. Yeah, shocking. Shambles. Honestly, Williams, my message to you is, like, you're a historic team, but really, you're only a historic team on history. You've had great strive for you. The likes of Senna, Mansell, Prost, Coulthard, Rosberg, and you're clinging on to a Canadian. It's embarrassing, honestly. You should have sacked him years ago, and you're still clinging on in 22. And I swear, if you announce him for 23, I'm actually going to lose my mind. You cannot do it. De Vries has done more in 53 laps than he has done in 3 years. It's a shambles. It's fraud. He's conning the seat. Absolutely conning that Williams seat. Latifi deserves to be sacked. 100%. Goat Tifi my arse. His claim to fame is a crash at Abu Dhabi that settled the title and a points finish at Hungary. The guy should be put out of his misery. Hopeless at best. And he is in that real poor driver category. Really mucky. Sack him now, Williams. De Vries, Albon, that should be the lineup for the rest of the season and 23 onwards. Sack him now, Williams.